Okay, a study conducted at a certain college shows that 65% of the school's graduates find a job in their chosen field within a year after graduating. We want to find the probability that if 11 students are randomly selected after graduation, what is the probability that all 11 all find jobs in their chosen field within a year of graduating? Okay, so if you're asking 11 people, one at a time, this is a sequence of 11 events. Ask person 1, did you find a job within a year? Yes or no? Then you ask person 2, then you ask person 3, up to person 11. So this is a sequence of 11 individual events. So we're using the multiplication rule. And each person's response is independent of the others. Well, technically it's not independent, but because of the 5% rule, colleges have thousands of students, so 11 of them represent well under 5%. So even though technically this is a dependent event, we treat it as independent because independent events are easier to calculate. And applying the 5% rule says if the group that we're looking at, which is 11 randomly selected students, is less than 5% of the universal set, which is all graduates from this school, which represents thousands of people, then we could look at this event as being independent. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, this is a sequence of 11 events, which means we have 11 individual probabilities multiplied together. So, probability that the first student finds a job times the probability second student finds a job, all the way up to the probability that the 11th student finds a job. And so we're given that for an individual student, the probability that one randomly selected student finds a job in their respective field is 65%, or 0.65. So the probability the first student finds a job is 0.65. The probability the second student finds a job is also 0.65. Third student, fourth student, fifth student, all the way up to the 11th student finding a job is 0.65. So it looks like the probability that all 11 find a job should be 0.65 to the power 11. Okay, and we'll round to the nearest thousandth. So let's come over here to the calculator. 0.65 raised to the power 11. And that's approximately 0.00875078078. We don't need all of those decimal places. The directions say round to the nearest thousandth, so that's the third decimal place. Now, since the next number after the third decimal place is a 7, we're going to round that up to a 9. Okay, so our final answer should be 0.009.